Welcome back to the deep dive. Today we're zeroing in on something pretty fascinating, the really rapid rise of automated pharmacy kiosks.
Right, driven by tech giants, like Amazon.
Exactly. And their logistics, their tech muscle, it's fundamentally changing how medicine actually gets into your hands.
Yeah, it's not just a fancy vending machine, is it?
Not at all. This feels much bigger. It's technology really challenging the traditional way healthcare is delivered.
Mm-hmm.
So, based on the material we pulled together for you, the big question I think is this. Are these automated pharmacies, are they the cure we need for some, let's say, deep inefficiencies in the system? Or are they creating a whole new set of problems, social challenges, competition issues, things we maybe haven't fully grasped yet?
That tension right there, innovation versus consequence, that's
Yeah.
what makes this such a compelling deep dive.
Definitely.
So our mission today is to try and cut through some of that noise. We want to distill the key arguments for and against this shift.
Focusing on how society changes and what it means for healthcare.
Exactly. The societal changes, the impact on patient care. We're aiming to give you the clearest possible view of what's emerging here.
Okay, let's dive in then. Starting with the strongest argument for them, which the sources really highlight. Just massive convenience, like overwhelming convenience.
And in healthcare, convenience isn't just, saving a few minutes.
No, it's a health outcome, isn't it?
It absolutely is. Convenience is a really powerful tool against a huge public health problem. Prescription non-adherence.
Ah, okay. That term, non-adherence.
Yeah, it's a major issue. Costs billions, makes people thicker. And we saw this one statistic, it was pretty staggering.
Which one was that?
An estimated 1/3 of all prescriptions written in the U.S. never actually get filled.
1/3. Wow.
Yeah.
That's an incredible amount of wasted effort, clinical time just gone because of friction in the system.
It is. And that failure to adhere, which basically means, sticking to the treatment plan your doctor gave you, often it just happens because picking up the medicine is inconvenient.
Right? You're tired after the doctor's, the pharmacy's closed, it's another trip.
All those things. So automated kiosks, the idea is they eliminate that gap. If you can get your medication right after it's prescribed, maybe literally in the clinic lobby.
Seconds later.
Yeah. Then you solve a big piece of that non-adherence puzzle right away.
It closes that, I'll get to it later,
Yeah.
window that sometimes never opens.
Mm-hmm.
And when people talk about the efficiency side, they paint this really rosy picture. We saw descriptions like likening the whole operation to a huge factory-like pharmacy.
Operating 24/7, yeah. Suggesting speed, precision that, maybe a human-run store just can't match.
That level of efficiency, that's the immediate promise, isn't it? The payoff.
It is. Faster, cheaper, always available access. That's undeniably attractive, especially for routine stuff or urgent needs.
Okay, but hang on. If we chase faster and cheaper, relentlessly, is there a hidden price tag? Because that factory efficiency sounds like it could just bulldoze what's already there.
That's the flip side. The immediate concern that jumps out, the threat to local pharmacies.
Right.
And this isn't just framed as normal competition in the sources. It's often called unfair competition.
Unfair. How so?
Well, think about the mechanics, right? You've got a massive retail company. They have incredible scale, centralized logistics, probably lower real estate costs for these kiosks.
And almost no labor cost at the point you pick up the medicine.
Exactly. How can a local independent pharmacist compete with that? They can't run 24/7 with minimal overhead. They can't match the prices that global logistics can enable.
So it's not a level playing field.
Not even close. As the material pointed out, the local pharmacist just couldn't be the rival of a giant company. They're playing different games.
Yeah. Which brings up the structural question then. What do we actually lose when that local pharmacist is replaced by essentially a secure box? If they're kind of a human safety net, what happens when that net's gone?
That is the crux of it, the loss of human connection and, crucially, personalized trust. Kiosks might be great for refilling your standard blood pressure pill, but they can't handle complexity. They can't answer your subtle questions about side effects or check for weird interactions between drugs from 5 different doctors.
Or just notice if someone seems really confused or distressed and maybe needs a bit more help.
Precisely. And the sources really emphasized certain groups here, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. Talked a lot about elderly customers.
And those managing really complex or chronic conditions, these people often rely on that relationship with their pharmacist.
The person who knows their history maybe knows their family.
And who is often more accessible, frankly, than their doctor for a quick question. Losing that counseling, that sort of relational safety net, that's a very high cost. Convenience doesn't always make up for that.
That's the heart of the community disruption argument then. Shifting from a service built on trust and relationships.
To one purely defined by optimized delivery.
Yeah. Which leads us pretty directly to maybe the most sensitive issue in all the material, data privacy.
Yes. This is where the giant retail company part gets really complicated.
How so?
Well, with a normal healthcare provider, you have HIPAA, right? Clear rules about privacy. But bring in a big retailer. They already know so much about you.
Your shopping habits, what you buy, where you are.
Exactly. A huge database of consumer behavior, your lifestyle, maybe your income level, your location. Now merge that with your most private medical information.
Your diagnoses, maybe mental health prescriptions, treatments for sensitive conditions. That combination is, wow, it's incredibly powerful. And kind of chilling, honestly.
It is.
Like Amazon knows I bought, I don't know, dog food and hiking boots, fine. But if they also know I'm filling prescriptions for high blood pressure and maybe an anti-anxiety med, suddenly they have this unprecedented picture of my stress, my health, my life.
Absolutely. And the material really highlighted this practical dilemma. People give health data to fitness apps all the time.
Sure, for a clear benefit, like tracking steps or sleep.
But the trust equation changes when that data flows to a huge commercial entity whose main business isn't healthcare, it's commerce. Can you fully trust they won't use that incredibly sensitive predictive health info for other things?
Things they don't tell you about.
Right, like super targeted advertising, maybe dynamic pricing based on your perceived health risks, or even down the line access to services. It's hard to know.
And this rapid consolidation of data, it brings us to what felt like a really critical policy point in the research. The tech is moving at lightning speed.
But the rules are stuck in the slow lane.
Yeah.
That policy lag is the real Achilles heel here. The sources were very clear. Regulations and laws should follow the rapid change of the IT environment.
But they don't, or they can't keep up.
Right now, policymakers are constantly playing catch-up, trying to figure out the boundaries for data use, for competition, for consumer protection, after the tech is already out there, already part of the market.
And writing good policy takes time, years.
While the technology changes in months, it's a huge challenge.
Okay, let's zoom out a bit. Beyond just the pharmacy kiosk itself, what does this automation signal about the broader future of technology in health?
Well, the sources suggest this isn't just happening in isolation. It's part of a much bigger shift, a systemic change moving beyond just how we treat sickness.
So moving away from just reacting when things go wrong.
Exactly. The consensus seems to be the whole focus of health tech is shifting really heavily toward prevention.
Prevention, making us more proactive about our health.
That's the idea. Using technology to help us manage our health actively, not just waiting for something to break and then trying to fix it.
And the main tools for that proactive shift seem to be the things we wear. The sources mentioned wearable devices a lot, smartwatches and the like.
Yeah, their role is expanding way beyond just counting steps, isn't it?
Seems like it.
They're moving into serious remote patient monitoring, tracking vital signs with increasing accuracy, using algorithms to spot problems before they become emergencies.
Like ECG monitoring on your watch or detailed sleep tracking, feeding data back somewhere.
Right, potentially back to a preventative care team. So technology's role is fundamentally moving, isn't it, out of the clinic?
And into our living rooms, into our daily lives.
That feels like the key takeaway for the future. Tech isn't just optimizing how we get medicine, it's starting to optimize the individual's health data chain, helping people stay healthy, manage chronic issues, maybe even flag emergencies when they're nowhere near a hospital.
Health management becomes less about appointments and more about this continuous data-driven flow.
Woven right into your daily routine.
Yeah.
Okay.
This has been a really insightful deep dive. Let's try to wrap it up for the listener. The core tension seems clear. Automated pharmacies offer this undeniable gift, convenience, a potential fix for that huge non-adherence problem.
Huge gift, yes. But it comes with these two big interconnected challenges. First, the risk of really serious community disruption, losing that vital human connection, that personalized advice, especially for vulnerable people.
And second,
the looming threat of data monopoly. Our most sensitive health data getting mixed up with deep retail profiles by companies whose primary goal isn't necessarily our health.
That's the tightrope we're walking.
It is, which leads us to that final task, the provocative thought the source material left us with. Something for you, the listener, to really think about. How are we as a society going to find the right balance, that sweet spot between innovation and regulation in this incredibly fast-moving health tech world?
Finding that balance seems critical.
It really is, because that delicate equilibrium, that's what will decide not just how much your prescriptions cost or how easy they are to get, but ultimately how private and maybe how human your healthcare experience stays in the future.
A really crucial question to keep considering. Thank you for walking us through all that.
My pleasure. It's fascinating stuff.
It really is. And thank you for joining us for the deep dive. We'll catch you next time.